No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. If I find my way home, yeah.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx. 6 p.m. on a Sunday. That's what I do with the signature drink in hand. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx once again at Going Full Nerd. Thank you for being here. If you could be anyplace else, I'm sure you would be, but I am glad you are here right now with me doing the live recording of my podcast. That's right. And speaking of that, just make sure if you're watching this video on YouTube, remember you follow me on youtube.com/goingfullnerd. You can hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you get your notifications as to when I am live streaming and or posting videos. In addition to that, you can also listen to the podcast replay, which is on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. Or you can check it out on Spotify, Going Full Nerd, and on Apple Podcasts. Pretty much wherever you consume your podcast entertainment. So, this is the deal. Folks, as always, you know I try to do a little something for the kids. I try to do a little something for those who are not as fortunate as some of you or even myself may be. So what I need you to go ahead and do is take a look at this because I'm going to drop it on screen real quick. Ba-bam. Boom. Just see that above me. It is the goal of $1,000 raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which specifically I am trying to help Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. We've kind of stagnated, folks. We're only at $880. We've been there for a couple of weeks now. You guys, come on now. Work with a brother. Donate a little bit. Help a family and a child in need. This is the thing about helping others. You know, if you help others, it'll come back to you 10,000-fold. So that's just something I wanted to go put out there. If you want to go ahead and donate, please visit goingfullnerd.com. Look to the right side of the page. Scroll down, click the link, and everything will pop up. In addition, you can also follow me on Twitter. That's a little more raw. That's a little more uncensored. That's a little more flipping at the lip. And ba-bam. And that's at Onyx1969 on Twitter. All right, let's get started, folks. As always, we start off with the top 5 box office for the weekend. Coming in at number 1 is the R-rated comedy Good Boys. Ooh, pulling in $21 million. That's not too bad. I think I might want to check that out because you got to dig and enjoy gutter humor. You know, gutter humor is worth it. I mean, it's just about, you know, you get the funny stuff right there in your gut. You know you're not supposed to be laughing. You know you're on the A train to hell. That's what's going to happen. Let's continue. Last week's number 1 coming in at number 2. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Third week in the box office pulls $14.1 million. Basically, that's the shot from The Rock towards Vin Diesel, I guess. Let's stoke that fight. Let's stoke that up. But anyway, like I said, you can check out the review of that from last week's show. Check it out on the podcast or rewind on the YouTube channel. Coming in at number 3 is last week's number 5, Resurgence, the Lion King, that's the 2019 version. You can check out the review on youtube.com/goingfullnerd and on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. That pulled in $11.9 million. The next newcomer to the top 5 in the box office is the Angry Birds movie 2. That came in at number 4, pulling $10.5 million. Yo, don't you think it's a little too late for this? I mean, be honest. The Angry Birds movie, I mean, the game is not as popular as it once was. I don't hear people talking about Angry Birds. I don't hear people talking about Candy Crush. It's done, son. It's done. The mobile games, it's over unless you got something, unless you like me playing Toon Blast. And they ain't even pay me for that plug, but that pulled in 10.5 mil. And coming in at number 5 is last week's number 2. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, pulling in $10 million. Yes. Now let's get to it. It's going to be a short show this week. It's going to be a little something, because it's summertime, folks. People are trying to get that last little bit before kids go back to school. So, direct-to-video release. Now, this is the thing. I talk about direct-to-video releases, and direct-to-video releases are there for a reason. That means the movie is 100% trash. That means the movie is 100% garbage. Okay? It should be out sitting in the can on Mondays and Thursdays if you lived in my neighborhood. I'm just saying. Putting it out there. So check this out. Why does Hollywood insist on taking my childhood, spitting on it, smacking it across the face, stepping on it like an old cigarette butt, and just shaking it? All right? That's called abuse, y'all. I know y'all don't have fond memories of the 70s and the early 80s. I do. I grew up then. Okay? But no, you millennials, you want to jump on this old school stuff, and you want to just, you know what? It's got to be dark, son. We got to have it dark. It's like turn off the lights. We got to have it dark and gritty. Man, that's what I ended up with, yo. That's what I ended up with. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, Fudge Jack, thanks for coming in. Yo, how dare they? How dare they? Now check this out. Yo, yeah, I'm angry. Tell them why I'm mad, son. Okay, I remember getting up on Saturday mornings. I'm going to throw it out here. I get up on Saturday mornings. Or coming home from school, catching the reruns. I loved hearing those tunes. I loved hearing them jokers be like, la, 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 la. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all don't understand it. Yo, I was like, yo, come on. And how can you, with names like Fleagle, Bingo, Drooper, Snorky, come on. How can you look at names like that and try to make it into a horror flick? Okay? This is what happens. This is what happens. This is a direct result. I don't care about different twists. If I want a different twist, I'll drink out of a purple colored cup. If I want a different twist. Now, here's the thing. Okay? The minute I heard about this, okay, I posted about this. I get the press releases. I put the press releases on goingfullnerd.com. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to be like, yes, come on. I'm going to get a laugh out of it. Yeah, y'all made the director video joking. Let's go ahead. Let's whip it out. Let's defecate on the 70s and a lot of people's childhood. Right? Man. So, check this out. This was a mix. All right? This was a mix of old school, okay, and some new school foolishness. This should have been Five Nights at Freddy. Okay, they could have took that new school game where you're hiding from animatronics like you went into a Chuck E. Cheese gone rogue. Okay, when you go to Chuck E. Cheese gone rogue, you could have did that. Five Nights at Freddy. Kids like that. Kids want that scary mess. All right, this was wrong. This was wrong. This was probably because the people at Five Nights at Freddy asked too much damn money to license and use those characters. This is probably because Hanna-Barbera was like, yo, you want to use the banana splits in a horror movie? How much we talking, son? How much we talking? That's how it is, because, we all know Hanna-Barbera ain't on nothing unless it's watching on Boomerang. We know that, right? Yo, my man Funjag inside of the chat. Yo, he was right. You were born in 70. That's what I'm talking about. It was fun. It was whimsical. You look forward to the goofy antics. That's right. It was all cool. Even the voices. That was the bomb back in the day. All right? But now, they want to go ahead. They want to go ahead and they want to take our characters who used to play music. They used to rock the music, run through the amusement parks. It was so cool. I used to want to go to the amusement park and run into them. I kind of felt like the main character in this direct-to-video feature. All right? Now, this is the thing. It was crazy. It was off the chain. I mean, I literally watched this. And for those of you who watch my channel on YouTube, those of you who listen to my podcast on a regular basis, they know, okay, that I don't do horror. I don't do well with blood, guts, and gore. So I was like, okay, they ain't going to do it too bad. They ain't going to do it too bad in this, right? Man, they went straight gory. And it was like goofy gory. It was like dumb gory. It was like special effects was just like so cheesy. It was so crazy that, it just wasn't worth it. No, they weren't based out of Cincinnati. They had some fictitious studio that they've been filming the stuff since 1960, whatever. And they built the story around that, and then they were getting canceled. I mean, I don't care if I spoil this one. I try not to spoil reviews, but basically, this is one that, if you're going to watch it, you got to watch it under duress. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been sipping out this red cup. That's what made me watch it. Let me take one more sip. All right. So now check this out. So thank you to the powers that be for mixing Chucky and Five Nights at Freddy, warping my childhood, okay? Warping my childhood, and I can only wonder who is going to get this treatment next. Is it going to be, what was that, Sigmund the Sea Monster? Okay, you remember him? He was the, happy sea monster. He was, running around, oh, I'm hiding from my brothers. You remember that? Okay, is that going to happen next? He's going to start coming out the water and eating people? Okay, I don't know what I could do. The scenes in this video, one dude got drumsticks, Bingo's drumsticks jammed through his face. Okay, it was like, ah! Like, really? One dude was sawed in half. It's crazy. Hairspray, Matt, burnt one dude up. Yo, hit a chick with a hammer. All the adults was getting worked. But you got that one hero. But the story was so cheesy. The story was ultra cheesy. The story was predictable. You could tell by the characters and the way they were portrayed in the beginning of the movie before everything went crazy. You knew who was going to get done in. You just didn't know how, and you wanted to see what. I mean, there were elements of Chucky. There were elements of, and I'm talking Chucky. I'm talking the new Chucky. I'm talking about that new one with the computer system stuff. And then there were elements of Five Nights at Freddy. You gotta hide, you gotta run, the animatronics. You also had elements of, what was that? You had the Chucky, you had the Five Nights at Freddy. What was the other element? Oh my gosh, you had it was just too much. It was just too much going on. It was, you had the oh my gosh, you even had some Willy Wonka in it. That's what I was looking. You had some Willy Wonka isms in there, and I'm like, there was nothing original about this video. But lucky for you guys, I can see why it went straight to digital, and it will be released on the Sci-Fi channel. So if you want to watch this was an R-rated flick, so they're going to tone it down a little bit once they put it on Sci-Fi, but it is going to be on the Sci-Fi network. Do not pay to see this. Do not rent it. Do not buy it. So watch it on Sci-Fi. No, it ain't even worth Netflix. I'll be mad. I'll be wanting a refund from Netflix if I do it. I watched a Wayans brother comedy on Netflix last night that was better than this. You know how. Please. It's one of them things. Please. So, what does the Banana Splits movie get from your boy? Yo, that's actually some pretty good fun facts there, Fuzz Jack. That's some good facts. See, second season was filmed in Cincinnati. That's cool. Of course, the roller coasters were from Coney Island. I'm a New Yorker. I remember those. That's why I used to think I could run into them jokers. But the second, okay. It wasn't the Coney Island in Cincinnati. I thought it was the Coney Island in New York that they were trying to get. Anyway, first season, Six Flags in Texas. Yes, that we kind of knew. We knew. All right, that's some good stuff. Now, you know what? It's not a 1 out of 5. I actually gave it a 2 out of 5. It's barely watchable. I can't stand people making my horror, my stuff, stop me. I don't like when people make my childhood dark and gritty. I gave it a 2 out of 5. And now this is why I gave it a 2 and not just a nasty 1 or even just shooting the scale on a 0. It was funny as hell the way, in my opinion. It was funny how they took out these over-the-top characters. I mean, it was the producer, one of the pages, the jacked up director, the jacked up co-star. I had to give it a 2 because they got what they deserved. To include the crappy dad in the movie. The dad in the movie was a punk. Okay? The dad in the movie, he was so weak. He deserved every last thing he got. So there were moments in there was like, yeah, you get this. Now you think one of the plot twists, it would have just drug it back down to a 1. But I'm going to keep it at a 2. Because somebody out there likes mindless, dumb horror. Okay? Avoid it. It's a 2. It's not a 1. I wanted to give it a 1. I really wanted to give it a 1. You got to be straight real bad for me to give it a 1. I don't think I've ever given a movie review a 1. I don't think I've ever issued a 1. I might have to go back through the tapes. I don't think I've issued a 1. Nothing has been that bad. I mean, I had to stop and start watching this thing, but I never thought I gave a 1. But this is a 2. It is a 2. It is not a 1. Okay? It is a 2. It is not redeemable, though. Do not spend your money. This is one of those movies. A matter of fact, this is a movie for a single dude. This is the movie for a single dude. Give you some of my advice. This is how I used to roll back in the day. You get a dumb movie like this. This was pre-Netflix and chill. You get a dumb movie like this. You put it on. It got a couple of gory parts. She's going to be like, oh. Matter of fact, I might do that with my wife tonight. I might put this on and be like, yo, hon, you scared yet? I'm just saying. Putting it out there. But anyway, everybody, I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate you watching this with me, talking to me. Told you it was going to be a short show. But anyway, I also like to put out there. Next week, I'm going to be on the road more than likely. So I'm going to pre-record and hopefully do a premiere where I'm be in the chat room typing away with you, watching it. Did I ever review Octoshark? No, I did not. There are some movies I refuse to put on the scale. Octoshark? Bruh. If I did it, you know what? I go to jail if Sharknado. I never even sat through any of the Sharknados. Never. None of them. There are some movies that, when I go and I think about movies to pick, I try to pick movies that will get some sort of interest, either a laugh or something that somebody wants to watch. Not necessarily the trending stuff and all that. But Octoshark, I could probably watch Octoshark and basically I could probably end up cussing the whole way through. If it has some cheesy special effect, I might be able to, get a good laugh or two. But like this one, this is crazy. Octoshark would be a one. You see, now you got me wanting to go look at one of those movies. See, that it's like you ever hear a song and it sticks in your head and you can't get it out. That's what that is. That's what a one movie would be. All right. Now, I like some crappy movies. Don't get it wrong. But that seems like it would be completely out of control. Octoshark. Matter of fact, hold on. I got to get a pen. I got to write this down. Octoshark. Okay. Look for Octoshark. Hey, I got that. It's written down. I'm going to find Octoshark. But anyway, everybody. Hey, I enjoy each and every one of you. Please make sure you hit this video with a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please hit it with a subscribe. Remember, I'm still doing the fundraising charity up until the end of the year. You still got time. We're not that far from our goal, folks. $880 raised. We are only $120 away. Please drop in a little bit, even if it's a quarter, nickel, dime, $5, $2, whatever you can do. Let's help out Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And anyway, as always, if you're going to say something, if you're not going to say something nice, don't say anything at all. Just send me a message on Twitter. I'll say it for you about whatever you wanted to say. Peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. Let's hit that funky music. Boom.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Yeah,